Deep beneath the frozen surface of the Arctic, your research team has made a remarkable discovery: a prehistoric virus, perfectly preserved in the permafrost for thousands of years. After carefully isolating the virus in your laboratory, you and your colleagues spend long hours studying its properties, seeking to unlock the secrets of ancient life, and perhaps even learn something new about our own world. One evening, as you're closing up the lab after another late night, the ground begins to tremble. The lights flicker and a deep rumble shakes the walls. An earthquake. Before you can react, a shelf crashes to the floor, shattering the vials containing the virus. Alarms blare and containment protocols activate, but not before you realize that the virus has escaped. In the chaos, you and your team quickly seal the laboratory and alert the authorities. The next morning, a team of containment specialists arrives. They explain that the virus is airborne and extremely infectious, but they have a plan. The laboratory is divided into 4 sealed rooms, each connected by airtight doors. The only way to prevent the virus from escaping into the outside world is to decontaminate each room one at a time, using a special sterilization gas. However, there's a catch. The gas is in limited supply, and each room can only be sterilized once. The virus spreads rapidly. Every minute, it doubles in quantity and moves through any open door into adjacent rooms. If even a single viral particle escapes, the world could face a catastrophic pandemic. The team must act quickly and strategically. The fate of humanity rests on your ability to solve the virus riddle. Let's consider the challenge. You have 4 rooms. Let's call them A, B, C, and D, arranged in a row, with airtight doors between each pair. The virus is present in all 4 rooms. You can sterilize one room at a time, and once a room is sterilized, it remains virus-free. However, if a room is sterilized while its doors are open, the virus can immediately re-enter from an adjacent contaminated room. Therefore, the only way to successfully sterilize a room is to ensure that all its doors are sealed during the process. And to prevent recontamination, you must be strategic about the order in which you sterilize each room. You gather your team and begin to brainstorm. How can you use the limited supply of sterilization gas to ensure that every room is completely free of the virus, without allowing it to escape or return to a cleaned room? Let's break down the problem. If you sterilize room A first, but leave the door to room B open, the virus from B will simply flow back into A. If you sterilize A with the door closed, but then open it to access B, you risk recontamination. The same problem applies to the other rooms. The key is to create a sequence that isolates and sterilizes each room without allowing the virus to spread back into a clean space. After much discussion, your team devises a plan. First, you seal all the doors and sterilize room B. Now, rooms A, C, and D are still contaminated, but B is clean. Next, you open the door between B and C, allowing the virus to move into the now safe room, B. But this seems counterintuitive. Why let the virus into a clean room? Here's the insight. If you sterilize room C next, with the door to B closed, you can ensure that C is now virus-free. But what about B? It's been recontaminated. So you repeat the process, sterilize B again, then move the virus from A into B, sterilize A, and finally sterilize B one last time. By alternating the sterilization of adjacent rooms and carefully controlling which doors are open at each step, you can systematically eliminate the virus from each room. Let's walk through the steps. 1. Sterilize room B with all doors sealed. B is now clean, but A, C, and D are contaminated. 2. Open the door between B and C, allowing the virus to spread into B. Now both B and C are contaminated again. 3. Sterilize C with all doors sealed. Now C is clean, while A, B, and D may still have the virus. 4. Open the door between B and A, allowing the virus to move from A into B. Sterilize A with all doors sealed. 5. Finally sterilize B one last time, ensuring that all rooms are now virus-free. Through careful planning, precise timing, and teamwork, your group manages to contain the virus and prevent disaster. The world is safe thanks to your logical thinking and strategic approach. This riddle isn't just a puzzle, It's a reminder of the power of critical thinking in the face of crisis. Whether you're solving a theoretical challenge or confronting real-world problems, logic, collaboration, and creative strategy can make all the difference. So next time you face a complex problem, remember, sometimes the solution lies not in brute force, but in careful, step-by-step reasoning.